you that question because I think that's a really good one because clearly what I'm doing, part of what I'm doing, part of what we're all doing is, poking big, wide holes in that myth. I haven't seen a role like Laura Roslin on the big screen ever. The bottom line is we're just all really damn lucky to be here.
Hi, thank you for coming. I just want to say real fast, congratulations on your Emmy nominations that you did get. They're very well-deserved, and if Exodus doesn't win alone for the Galactica falling out of the sky, then I don't know what's up. And on that note, the one thing I thought was missing from Exodus Part 2, because I'm Admiral Adama and Kara Lover, just their relationship, was them seeing each other when she gets back on board. Please tell me I won't be disappointed in the premiere that we'll see something, even if he just throws her in the brig for being a Cylon. Something.
Oh, you'll be very happy. What you won't be saying after the premiere of season 4 is, gee, I wish there was more Adama Kara scenes.
For those of you who don't know, we've mentioned a couple times, the show's been sort of perennially nominated for Emmys every year for visual effects. I think we got sound effects before this year.
Yeah. Yes.
And so sound effects, and we've got an award on best costumes a couple times. This is the first time we kind of broke through the next tier, which was a nomination for Felix Alcala for the Exodus episode, and also for this man for the premiere. It's sort of, it's freaky in a way, because you're looking at the nominations and it's, Sopranos, Lost, on. But,
one of these things is not like the
but there it is. It's a really, I think it's a really great thing, and I hope that in our last season we get to the next year, which would be for some of the people, the other people. Because, if you were acting terms, we were doing some of the best work in the medium, and the ensemble is you get those out there, tell a friend.
Do you think it's possible that you'll be able to end the show in a way that the fans will find emotionally satisfying and have some closure with? A lot of shows in recent years, like Alias, have ended in ways that pissed off a lot of the fans. Do you think you can do better this time around?
No.
Yes, they will.
All right, folks, we only have time for about 2 more questions.
Okay, I'm going to make this quick because I know everybody's got the question. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. My gods, I can't fracking believe I'm talking to you. But beautiful, welcome to San Diego. I'm a stickler for how things are all covered in the series. It's better than a movie. Every hour is better than a movie. Who wrote in the miniseries the note that there are 12 Cylon models to Adam at the end?
The intention of that, when we wrote it, was that Baltar had them. And the scene that immediately follows or precedes, I can't remember how it's structured, had Baltar and Head 6 walking through the corridor, and the idea was that they were having a conversation where she said, he said, I'm not on anybody's side, and then you were supposed to see that actually he was trying to help and he was giving them common information. But the way it turned out, it felt more ambiguous and caught on air, and it's been sort of a dangling plot thread on some level, but in my mind, it was something Walter was trying to tell them to try to help in the only way he could. And I don't know that we're ever going to actually pick that thread up again. You never know. It's one of those things that sits on the writer's board. Oh yeah, we never quite dealt with it now. But that was the intention.
All right, this is our final question.
Thank you again for coming down here, and thank you for the best written and the best acted show on TV. Two quick questions. I know in the past you've said that you've tried to balance the politics between the right and the left. I was wondering if you thought any side was leaning more heavily than another as you go down the final stretch of the series. If the political side was more right or more left, and I was wondering what the significance of Razor as the title.
I don't know that I ever really think about the politics of the show in those exact terms, and how right or how left we go. I mean, I think myself and the other writers are just drawn toward surprise, drawn toward doing unexpected things, drawn towards taking political situations in the show and flipping them a little bit, changing the parameters that you're familiar with. We're going to do a story about a planet, an occupation. Well, it would be interesting for you and people doing this, and what kind of moral dilemmas would that put you into? And in some aspects, you can define some of those things right, left. The labor show is obviously further to the left than it was. I was going to do a show about union busters, it just wasn't. But so that was clearly a political idea. I don't know that we're having this conversation going into season 4 about what's the political balance of the show. The title Razor is actually it comes from a line of dialogue within the show that refers to it's hard to explain because it's a complicated backstory. The Razor has a specific sort of backstory within the episode itself that explains where the term comes from. I can tell you that the idea of it actually comes from a line in the movie Patton. There's a line in the movie Patton where Patton, George C. Scott shows up early to take command of the Second Corps of North Africa, and he walks around the base that he's taking over, and the soldiers are all lying around. They have their shirts untucked, sleeping, and Patton at some point says he's going to turn these guys into fanatics. He's going to turn them into racers. And that was a great line that was stuck with me as we were
Using
Pegasus too. That they were about razors, they were about sharp, they were weapons, and they were deadly weapons. And that was sort of the idea that Admiral King promulgated when she was the commander of the ship.
Speaking of Razor, I think we're going to take a look. The first look at Razor. As well as the Certified Channels, we walk down the yellow brick road. But don't go anywhere when it's over. Stay put.